Hello, fellow coffee botherers. Hello. In this video, I'm going to be explaining why all other coffee YouTubers are rubbish. Let's start out with Lance Hedrick. First of all, his surname sounds like Harry Potter's owl. And yeah, he has some mega facial hair and I just have this boring thing. And yeah, he's got some mega beatboxing skills, but so what? So do I. And yeah, obviously is more qualified than I am to talk about coffee. He's a proper coffee professional, competing barista, 2 times world latte art champion, barista coach. I'm not even a proper barista, I'm just a home barista. And he's probably forgotten more about coffee in the past day than I'll ever know. I'm not bothered. I'm not jealous that Lance gave James Hoffman a piggyback, by the way. That's fine. I could do that if I wanted, don't want to. So that's Lance, you know all you need to know about him, so don't go into the description and follow him if you're not following him already. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, that tastes like shit. Next, the Real Sprometheus. What do you mean, the Real Sprometheus? You're the only Sprometheus. Why have you got Colonel Sanders as your channel icon? You think you're so cool, don't you, because you have that cool looking setup behind you, and you have some of the best espresso machines and grinders on the planet? Well, you haven't got this. I don't think any of your machines have F62 groups and gyroscopic combobulators or SPN tools. Again, don't go in the description and follow the Real Sprometheus. Next, Tom's Coffee Corner. Yeah, Tom seems like a really nice guy, and yeah, I like his videos, but where's the corner? That's a flat wall, Tom. If you say corner, I expect to see a corner. You should have named your channel Tom's Coffee Wall. It doesn't have the same ring to it, and no, that's not my fault. And Tom speaks at least 2 languages very well. I even struggle with English. Some of my English followers tell me that they have to use captions, so don't go into the description and follow Tom's Coffee Corner. Where are you going? Sit down. Next up, Morgan Eoth. No one knows who you are, Morgan, because you changed your channel name. Morgan Drinks Coffee was obvious, but now you've changed the channel name to your own name, how's anyone supposed to know who you are? Yeah, you have about 5 billion YouTube subscribers, but what about the few hundred people who don't know who you are? And yeah, big deal, you're one of the best competing baristas in the world. So what? I'm one of the best baristas in my house. And you made coffee with fog in. That's just weird. I don't want fog in my coffee, thanks. Have you never seen the movie The Fog? Don't want a guy with a hook for a hand to appear in my coffee. I'm not going to bother saying don't go into the description to follow Morgan Eoth, as statistically speaking, you're already following Morgan, even if you're not. Next up, we've got Kyle Rosal. Kyle, your surname confuses me. I keep wanting to say Roswell, and that reminds me of Little Green Men, and I really like the film Paul. Aliens smoking weed is funny, but I digress. Do you think you know more about grinders than I do, Kyle? Well, clearly you do, but so what? I'm not bothered. I'm also not jealous that you were invited to the Eureka factory. I could go there if I wanted to. I don't need to. I've watched your video, Kyle. You spoiled it for me. I'm also not jealous that you're such a pro that you did an espresso and orange video where you managed to make the espresso and orange concoction the exact same shade of brownie orange as the hat you were wearing. None of this impresses me, so don't go and click the link in the description to follow Kyle. This brings me to the mighty, mighty James Hoffman, and I've saved the worst till last. Yeah, James is a very, very nice guy. He's been really supportive of me since day one. He's every bit as nice as he comes across on the videos. Blah, blah, who cares? Doesn't mean he's not rubbish. Yeah, he's one of the most knowledgeable people in the world where coffee is concerned, true, and he's also an expert on tiramisu.
Bless you.
Thank you. I like tiramisu, but I've never even tried to make it because I can't cook or bake. I'm basically useless, except I can make coffee and I can cook eggs, but that's it. But I'm not jealous. I could listen to him for hours. I do. And yes, he's a good-looking chap, and he suits glasses really well. I'm not obsessed with him. It's not like I keep a photo of him in my secret storage compartment in my Sage Dual boiler. I'm not jealous that James Hoffman has an entire channel dedicated to spoofing him either, James Joffman. I think loads of people have probably considered doing the same thing with me, but C and K sound the same, so that wouldn't work. So I'm not saying he's rubbish out of jealousy, just because he's an ex-world barista champion and he's written one of the most comprehensive books ever written on coffee that anyone interested in coffee should really read, link in description, or just because his subscriber count is so big that if they all stood on each other's shoulders, they'd reach Mars. And yes, you probably thought I was going to say Uranus because I'm really childish. And that's the kind of thing I'd say, but James wouldn't. But look, James doesn't have a time-travelling alien friend called Zeet. And again, you can watch his videos without subtitles, and that's just pedestrian. And you don't need to click the link in the description to follow him. You're already following him. The entire world is following him. I bet even Brad Pitt follows him, even though he dissed Brad Pitt's weird Longer commercial. Anyway, there you go. That's what I think of just a few of the other coffee YouTubers. And if there's anyone that have missed out, don't worry, I'll cover them next April Fool's Day. Tatty, bye.
Coffee Kev roast, scene 1, take 2.
To talk about coffee, he's a proffer. I'm an old fart. Description and follow him if you're not following. Morgan Eckroth. No one knows who. No. Next up, Morgan Eckroth. No one knows who you are. You are. No one knows who you are.
You are?
Ah. Can't do that with my left hand. Next up, Morgan Eckroth. No one knows who you are. I can't say it. Hey, shut up. Oi. Not going to the toilet. Come back. You're roasted. Morgan, you're roasted. Daddy got coffee. You're roasted. Just light roasted. Maybe medium roasted. Light to medium roasted. Espresso and orange concoction. Kyle Rosal, you've been roasted. But that's what I think of just a few of the other coffee YouTubers. And if there's anyone I've missed, don't worry, I'll cover them next April. Bollocks.